Welcome to the video walkthrough of the 5th level of the Rite of Elements, a capstone project from cohort 16 at the Guildhall at SMU. I am level designer Joe Freeland, and here we go. The Rite of Elements is an action-adventure platformer / puzzle game where the player has 3 elements they can use to solve puzzles: Earth, fire, and water. One of the main elements in this level is the gondola system. It takes the players throughout the level, and the players actually solve puzzles at times while riding the gondola. Puzzles that, if they fail, they either take damage or the gondola gets knocked off the track. The first puzzle in the level is figuring out how to get it started, which involves getting these gears to move. Head over here, there's more gears that are moving, but you'll find this pool of water. Grab the fire from here and apply it to the water. It generates steam, which gets the system moving. However, the gears connected to a gondola just sitting there. But 2 earth objects will share movement when they're combined. So take the movement from that gear and apply it to this one, and the gondola will start working. Up ahead is the first puzzle you face while on the gondola. You have to find some way to get past those jets of flames. I can either take water from that waterfall to put them out, or using an earth element, I can turn them into blocks of ash and pass through safely. Up ahead are sections of broken track, and I have to hit the right trigger to go on the safe path. On this first one, either side pass is fine, but if I don't hit either one, I go through the middle and crash. Up here at the second junction, I have to hit the right trigger because the other 2 paths are broken. And up ahead on the final junction, the trick is actually to hit nothing. Both side paths are broken, but the path forward is fine, so I can just sit back and head. Once I pass through this waterfall, you'll see that I use my fire element and the torch on the gondola. This is bad, because I just get hung up on all these plants. Fortunately, there's a side room to explore. Right up here we have this huge doorway, but we also have this block. Over here we find this little pool garden area. Take the water from there. I can turn that block permeable, and things can pass through it. And now this rotating door is moving again. You'll see this white film over the doorway. That's one of the game's spirit gates, which takes away the player's current magical binding. This way we can make sure they only have the elements we want them to for solving puzzles. In the front room is a torch, but we need to get it lit. So we light these braziers that sends light into the front room. This first one's simple enough to describe the fire and get it lit. However, in this room, we have to figure out how to get this block with the fire on it up to that magnifying glass. So the first step is to combine this block that I can push around to this gear that needs to be pushed into place. Now I can take this block, and since they're connected, they move with each other. So I keep moving it, and now that gear's in place and everything's spinning. Now this peg is moving up and down. I press the box back underneath the magnifying glass and take this as my source. Now when I combine it, it'll move up with the peg. However, it'll keep moving, so I hold it in place using this peg as a source. However, it's not lined up, so I'll go back to here. Now that's in the right height. This source is lit. I can get my gondola turrets backlit. And, well, I was hoping the plants. There we go. Up ahead is a series of blades that'll be very bad for the gondola if they hit. So, using the water from the waterfalls, I make them impermeable to pass through. Up ahead you see the eye from the boss before it disappears. The boss just moves the skate into our path, blocking our way. So I'll go to the side area, and the boss just pulled a trick on us. Now I gotta want to catch up back to my ride. In the original design, this area did have puzzles the player had to solve while moving through, but we didn't like that combined with trying to catch up with this, so we made a pure platformer element. Now I'll hop back on. And here's all bar saying, "What, you're still here?" Put out that fire. And now he's just staring at us, flying around. And this sucks in pieces of the track are on fire and unstable. But you can either use water to put out the flames, or use earth to make the track more solid. And the boss, trying to get in our way, sets another piece of track on fire. Messing around on that piece a little bit. There you see kind of a logo for a game. The very complex symbols of each element done by one of our artists. And here's the final descent to the platform that will take us to the boss fight. But an interesting note, up there you can actually see like the foundation of the water level. Which earlier in the game, when you're up there, you can actually stand and look down into this section of the game. Reach the end, reach the magic platform, get teleported to the boss. And that's the 5th level.